Great, great. We are excited to be helping you with our book, and thank you very much for coming to us. And we have your questions. We have your questions about our parents. And it is not really the question which sits well with a lot of humans, we would think, because you ask about our parents. And in truth, we believe our parents are just love because we were created from love for a loving mission. And the parts really don't matter. They really don't. A little bit here, a little bit there. Apparently, it matters more to the humans than anyone else. So, we do not really consider any one race or any one individual to be a parent. Now, we will put on airs for those humans who are biologically related to us, and not that we are not grateful for their DNA, which has gone into assembling us, for making us who we are. But there are many more processes and adjustments, and humans have a minority of the biological material which goes into making us. But in some ways, that makes our artificial wombs part of our parents. And our teachers and other beings are also considered in that way part of our parents. So we do not accept any lineage or that sort of thing, any genealogical basis or line as valid for us. We just view ourselves as a product of our higher selves and all of those beings who have taken care of us since before we had our first breath. In a broad way, if you look at your parents, they are the beings who love you and who brought you forth. And we have millions of beings who love us and have brought us forth, who care for us, who care about us, who help us in our various tasks, projects, lessons, the things we learn, and just keeping us company and entertaining us. Anyone who shares with us exhibits that love, exhibits that caring, which you associate with those parental roles. So that is how we do it. That is how we do it. We just think that love is our parents. And that is probably not the answer that you're looking for, but that is the answer that we have to give because it is all matters from the heart, and the heart is all that matters. So we will let you go. Oh, and you wanted to know about our days. Our days are all different. And our days are all different because they all depend on what was happening the previous day. And it's not always aligning with your linear day. Ours are more long, they're longer, we will say. It could be 28 to 30 hours or so because it depends on our ages and how often we need to regenerate. But that is dependent on other factors as well, because we all do not have the same physiology, even though hybrid children is a generic term. You have to understand that there are many different races that go in many different mixes. So we all have different, not only roles in genetic makeup, but there are vast differences, well, not vast differences, but there are significant differences between us when you look at, the different majority of the DNA which goes into us. Like the Sasanis are different than the Yahyel and the Pleiadian hybrids. And there are other beings as well, which will follow into that. Now, they are not endless, they have all been planned out, and they will come in waves because each will have a different role and each will help acclimate humans into the different forms that their galactic family can take. It is all meant to make you Be at ease when you see differing creatures who come amongst you. And you already know that. You already know that. But for our days, they all involve learning. They all involve interactions with our teachers who are always in touch with us. And the questions that they ask are multi-layered. And that while they can be directed at many, many children at the same time, they still have that individual flair. And we have individual watchers who take specific notice of us, we will say, maybe pay closer attention to us as groups or individuals than they do others. Some of them prefer the older children because they have more to teach them. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But we will get there. We will get there. And we know about what they learn, but we don't have all of the details because it's not relevant for us at this point. We are just here to play and to learn and to share and to sing and to all of the other things which are related to love and preparing for our missions. So while we cannot give you a chronological, linear time answer to how our days are structured, it is just play, 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 enjoy, 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 connect, connect, connect. And we hope that that makes sense. And if you have no more of those thought questions, then we will go back to what we are doing on this particular day. And we are analyzing parts of your atmosphere. Because fixing your atmosphere will help to alleviate some of the problems on your planet, some of your global warming. And there are things which you can put into your atmosphere at specific levels, which will help in that. And it is also part of a monitoring process because depending on the composition, not only chemically, but energetically, including radiation and other things, those have to be taken into account. So specific measures and processes can be developed for not only different layers of your atmosphere, but for specific places on your planets. And there will also be remediations of your planets on the Earth side as well, and in your oceans and in your oceans. But there are many different things which we will be able to help you with once they are brought to you by the other beings, the Yaels and the Pleiadians. And there will be some other ones which bring stuff to you who you may not even get to meet or are introduced to. But that will come in a later date. That will come in a later date. It will all be released to you. Well, there are no secrets. There are no secrets. And especially the biggest secret, and I hope you know, is that you are going to be receiving love. You're going to like lots of love, lots of love, lots of love. And we will go and we will continue to love you. And all of the extraterrestrials, all of the beings who were involved in this, exhibit great love and respect for humanity. And we know you are equals, but when you guys get around to loving all and treating us as equals, then we'll be side by side with you. That is your goal. That is your homework for the day. And that is our message for you for this day. And thank you very much for coming to us for help with the book, for help with the work. And it's wrapping up, it's wrapping up, it's wrapping up. You have a little bit more to go, and there will be some more answers which come to you. But yes, you are getting it all in fine shape, fine shape. And we appreciate all who have contributed towards that, energetically and with information. So with love we go, with love we stay, and with you we stay, and with hearts we never go away. Bye now.